Parks are an indicator of the quality of life in an area. In Clark County, residents have numerous activities and options to pursue at parks facilities. Unfortunately, because of the nationwide downturn in the economy, the county budget was hit hard and cuts had to be made. One reduction was in parks maintenance.
We really are going to have to try to figure out new ways to kind of continue to keep our parks looking the way they do now. I mean, they're in pristine condition. Obviously, the county prides itself on the way our parks look. They're one of our most valuable assets. What's really going to have to happen is we're going to have to get volunteers in here to help us with some of those general day-to-day maintenance tasks. That's the real goal of this program.
As part of the Parks and Recreation Volunteer Program, groups, organizations, and individuals are stepping up to the task by picking up litter, weeding, cleaning benches and picnic tables, planting trees, pulling invasive plants, and maintaining trails.
Our goal is to get a safe trail that everyone can use, meaning the equestrians and the hikers, nature lovers, dog walkers, even bicyclists. Everybody's kind of kicking in, and we have neighbors that are coming out and helping. This is our park, and we want to keep it our park.
To coordinate and organize volunteer park events, the county has set up a website at parkhero.org. Interested participants can find a listing of work activities almost every week.
I volunteer for actually a number of reasons. One, I really enjoy being physically in the community, helping the community, but mostly I'm out with people that I have things in common with, and we're all working towards the same goal.
While most volunteer events are on Saturday mornings, the county is also interested in people who can give of their time on other days.
Because that's the good thing I think about being an individual volunteer is that you set your schedule. It's meant to get people involved who maybe can't commit to a Saturday, but they could do it Tuesday afternoon or Sunday morning or whatever it is that works best for them. One of the big pushes is to try to get individuals involved on a basis that's more convenient for them.
Some people commit to a project, such as where volunteers have been cleaning up and restoring an old overgrown orchard at Foley Park. The goal is to give back by donating the fruit to local food banks.
This orchard was completely overrun. You literally could barely navigate through it just trying to walk. We've just been doing a series of cleanup events using the AmeriCorps volunteers, Girl Scouts, Foley Neighborhood Association, and a host of other folks who have volunteered to help restore this.
I just retired about 2 years ago, and I knew that when I retired, I wanted to find some things to do that kept me engaged in the community, but also gave me an opportunity for some good physical exercise. It's keeping me in pretty good physical shape, and I think that's important for folks. So if you have the time, boy, there's no better way to engage the community.
In 2011, approximately 4,700 hours were logged by parks volunteers. In the first 3 months of 2012, there were 1,500 volunteer hours.
I am time and time again just completely impressed with the volunteers we get. I mean, despite cold, rain, snow, I mean, they just come and they're ready to work. It's so incredible. It really helps people understand that this is necessary. We do need to be doing this, and it's important to appreciate the people that are giving back, and it encourages people to get involved.
Volunteer parks participants are not only giving back and building community, but getting something in return.
I just really get something out of it. Not to be selfish, but I myself get something out of it by being outside and breathing the fresh air. And I can say, I planted that tree, or I dug up that trash over there.
I came from Arizona, where I worked in city government for 25 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the importance of volunteering and giving back to the community and how the different groups really make a community through volunteering.
Meeting all the people and being in the woods. I love being in the woods. It seems like every time I come in here I find something new.
I think of myself as a park kid. I grew up in a park, and I think it's incredibly important for communities to have green spaces, open spaces, places for people to be able to congregate, to walk, play with their kids. So I think it's important that we give back to the community by keeping these parks looking nice and maintained.
For their efforts to keep parks looking good for all to enjoy, the participants in the Parks and Recreation Volunteer Program receive this month's Our Personal Best. For more information on the Parks and Recreation Volunteer Program, as well as to sign up for the next volunteer event, go to parkhero.org or call 397-6118 extension 1627.